Good evening. And no, Trinelli, I was not late dropping the link, huh? Stink, but nah, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Good evening. Hope y'all had a great weekend. You know Trinelli going, we gotta start. Y'all know how it go. Y'all know how it go. T. Pruitt, my brother. Good afternoon. Aqua, good evening. Chrissy, good evening. Absolutely. Hope everyone had a good weekend. And we're going to skip that. Hey, my good people. Let's rock this 5-0. Moodinator, good evening, my guy. Q, hey there, y'all. Jerry Jack, a.k.a. Mr. Payout in the building. What's up? He said, oop. V. Brewer, hello, my good peeps. Pray everyone's doing well on this spectacular Sunday. Smash the like button and let's go. Donna, hello all. B, what's good, my brother? Terry Layton, amazing evening. OG Leia, hey, hey, hey. B. Cologne Jr., yo, 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 yo. Hope y'all are feeling good. Yeah, that grass and ginger shot, I got you. Oh, wow. Let me scroll up. I got to see this. We know when and where we supposed to be. Let the man get his water. Thank you. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Thank you. If it's there before, look, if it's there before the 55, well, look, I met the metrics. But thank you, Chrissy. I appreciate you. Sometimes, you need help with bullies. Y'all know that. Sometimes you need help with bullies. I'm not afraid to ask one of you guys to help if I have a bully on my hands. I have no shame in that. I don't mind asking. Hey, y'all, I need you to take care of this little light work. I need you to take care of this little bit of light work for me. You know what I mean? So, Todd, what's up, my guy? Sneehall, my sister. Good evening. Good evening, Marvin. Good evening, Khalida. Good evening, Mike. Good evening, my guy. All right, y'all. Hope y'all had a great weekend. My weekend was busy. Just, you know what I mean? I'm almost, man, thank the Lord, I'm almost done with that list. I am pretty much really, truly done with it. I just been cross-referencing it. But I literally had to go, to Home Depot and, go through each aisle so I can get all my tools just because I have so much tools. I am, to be honest with you, I don't remember what I had, what I didn't have. I just know I had a bunch of tools. So, but yeah, just took care of that. And other than that, I just been prepping all my food and stuff for the week, getting ready. Other than that, that is it. The market is just open. Let's go ahead and let's get to news. Let me pull it up real quick. Man, can't even get in here for 5. Look, I didn't even start the stream and the bullies was already showing themselves. Jeez Louise. All right, what we got? Today is the 7th. All right, let's jump to that. Oh, let me get out of here. Boom. All right, so screen share. Where are you? Yeah, I know you're going over there. Perfect. All right. So Sunday, we have pretty much nothing. All yellow folder. If y'all remember, we talked about this last week. Actually going to be yellow folder pretty much all week until Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Literally yellow folder for every market. And y'all can see it. So here's Tuesday. And you can see all the way up. That orange folder, it's all today. That's OPEC. So that's some oil stuff going on. So I don't think that's affecting us, but whatever. It is what it is. All right, cool. Dang. Oh, I thought we had a huge gap up. Okay, I was about to say, what the heck? But nah, we good. All right, everybody should be on a 5-minute. We got about 3 minutes. While we're doing that, I'm going to do my daily levels because I did not do them. But I know one thing, a bunch of unmitigated levels were taken out. So y'all can watch me do this. Oh, let me go ahead and do this. Yeah, y'all seen that thing hit TP22? So, and we're going to talk about that. Which is kind of what I had told y'all. Look, week opening gap is closed. We're going to get into that. Let me finish doing all of this right here. All right, so let's see here. Where are we at? Friday. Nope, Thursday. Where we at? Where we at? Friday. All right. So I'm just doing my daily levels. Oh, so you know what? Check this out. What's this? This is 5:55. What time is it? Where we at on market? Oh, so we got about a little over 3 minutes. A little less than 3 minutes. All right, where we at? We are here, 6:30. All right, so this will be unmitigated. When price does not touch the daily levels, they become unmitigated. That's how I get all these blue lines on my chart. So now we're going to go and see what price touch after New York Open. New York Open was there, so we know this is gone. Boom. Open this up. Gone. Come on now. Gone. And gone. And gone. And gone. And all these gone. Yeah, we took out a bunch of unmitigated levels on that 5-0 on Thursday. If y'all remember. I mean, it was Friday still, right? But I'm just saying Thursday from overnight, because actually it was still, if you was in the 5-0, you could have actually stayed in it. So this is really Thursday night into Friday. So boom and boom. All right, so let me go to my daily. I got about a minute left. I can get it done. All right, so this was Friday candle. So the low of this is 28,781.25, 81.25, 81.25, boom. So y'all can actually see me do this in real time. And this will be the close. And this is 02650. Boom. And this is, dang, this candle is huge. And then the open is 414. Boom. And the high is 422. Boom. All right, daily levels are done. Let's reset this chart. Boom. Where are we at? With 25 seconds. About a hair on my chin. All right, trade. Make sure everything's straight there. Yep. Ooh, this is a huge candle. Okay. Let's see what we get. I'm going in on 1 mini. So that's on. It's a huge candle too. All right, so let's do this. Oh, missed my entry possibly. And let's see here. Boom. And that'll be a buy. Oh, they gave me a crappy fill. Look at that. What is this candle? This is a high 951. Low is, ooh, this is over this 130 point candle right here. You know what? Let me do something else. Yeah, the account is, we're at 157. Well, we was over 157. So let me do a little something over here. And then I'm going to jump into the comments with y'all. So this is a big one right here. Huge stop loss. And that is 66 and 5, 4, 3, and 2. And we're going to make that. Come on now. MNQ. And yep. And okay, cool. Yeah, huge. And let me get the stop loss in there. The low, 822.25. 822.25. And that would be a sell stop. Bam. All right, let me get risk reward tool on. And here. Nope. Wrong thing. Wrong thing. Here. Today's date. And What we got? 28.923. Oh, that's correct. That's right. I got a not so good fill. What is the close? Close is 928.50. Yes, 928.50. So I'm off by about 5 points. 928.50, and the low would be 922. Excuse me, 822.25. Yeah, 822.25. Bam. Yep. All right. So, bam. All right. Well, I'm set now. Cool. So all the daily levels are, oh shoot, are they? Yeah, they're above. The other two are way up here. Yep. That's crazy. To have daily levels that far apart. That's unreal. All right, cool. Let's get in the comment section. All right. And Kiara, hey. What's up, Serena? Pivot Point, good evening. Yes. Oh, Lord, Trinelli throwing punches. Now she's swinging on people. Soy Sizzle, yo. Haven't enjoyed life. Good evening. R-Dub, sup. Stephen Brown, what up? Nate Browley, good evening. Anyone having issues with TradeGheenyuz? No, I'm not. I think I counted 50. Yeah, something like that, bro. Yeah, it was a good amount for sure. Yes, we are. Well, I'm sure you already got the answer to that. If you just look at my chart. Entries that blue right there. I think 923.70. Actually, no, it's 923.50. I got a bad feel. So there you go. I already knew somebody was gonna put it in there. Yep. 923. You did? Wow, that's all right. You know what? This is the thing. If I get a bad fill, I would rather my bad fill be below entry if it's a buy than above, right? Because at least if it's below entry, we actually made a little bit of, you made like a little bit of money, right? But if it's above entry on a buy, then it's even worse because the risk is going to be increased, right? So if it's a sell, like I don't mind if it's above price, right? Above entry, right? So that doesn't really bother me. But if it's below on a sell, if it's below entry, then I'm like, but these are the ones I don't really trip on too much because actually this is actually working in our favor. This is working in our favor. So let's just keep that in mind. No, micro's going to be different. Micro's going to be different, Marvin. Micro's going to be different. So let's see here. V Brewer not in yet. That's all right. Regina. Hey. To Telly. So let me get there. So for micros, it's going to be 28.929.50 will be the entry, and stop loss will be 28.953.75. Wait, excuse me. That's incorrect. Stop loss is going to be 28.821. Entry is going to be 28.929.50 on micros. Entry micros 28.929.50. Stop loss on micros will be 28.821. All right, for anybody who's taking it on micros. All right, so we all set. So I'm going to take this weak opening gap off my chart because it don't matter anymore. But I told y'all that thing was going to get filled, right? Remember me telling y'all, like I said, not trying to be right. It's not about being right. It's about understanding characteristics of this ticker. So, yeah. All right. Thank you, Serena. Appreciate you. Thank you, Aqua. I appreciate you. Yep, we got 52 watching, and we have. You know what I forgot to do? I tripped out. That's all good. That's all good. We got a little freebie today. I didn't make this one members only, but that's okay. Who's ever in, you're in. I'm not going to change it. So it's all good. But yeah, let's get the likes up, or I will make it members only, and then whoever ain't a member, you're gonna get kicked out. So sorry, got to put a little muscle in this thing sometimes, So let's get the likes up. 53 viewers. We got 28 likes. We need to get what? 25 more. Yeah, we need 25. Actually, more than that. We need 27 more likes. Let's get the likes up. Please, 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 please. All right. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. While this is cooking, we can go ahead on and talk. Everybody already know what the entries are and this and that. And all right. So check this out. We got 5 minutes to get the likes up. If we don't get the likes up, I'm going to turn the stream into a members only stream because that's what it really should have been. But the ones that's in here, I'm just letting y'all rock. It's cool. No big deal. Ain't no harm, no foul. So just please get the likes up. If not, it'll be members only. And if you're not a member, unfortunately, you're going to get kicked out. So just do that for me or I'm going to have to do that. So now moving forward, definitely doing a base hit tonight. Why is that? Why is that? Why are you definitely doing a base hit tonight? Miss Trinelli, just want to know. Which one is $5 per ticket? It's minis. Minis is always the big one. I know it's kind of confusing. Minis is always the big one. Micros is the smaller. So minis and micro. Angie, hey. Let's see here. Reviewer now. Thank the Unitrader for letting y'all stay. Absolutely. Well, I don't know because the likes ain't up. I'm telling you, they got like 3 minutes now. I'm for real. Like I'm serious. So the likes ain't up. We got 56 viewers and 38 likes. So we got less than 3 minutes. So let's get it. All right, where we at? Ooh. Man, that was crazy though, right, y'all? On what, Thursday night? So let's get into that. So, if y'all remember me talking about this, right? Let me where the likes at. Okay, they're still not up, huh? All right, no worries. All right, so remember we was talking about that, right? We was talking about the likes. We was talking about all of that. The likes. We was talking about the week opening gap being filled. Also, I was talking to y'all about, all right, hold up, y'all. Yeah, I was talking about the week opening gap being filled. I was talking about what else was he talking about? All right, hold on one sec. Let me go do this by hand. Come on, where you at?
Order filled.
That guy out of there. All right. That guy out of there. That guy out of there.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, cool. All right. So we were talking about all last week I was talking about the week opening gap, but if y'all remember on Thursday. All right, cool. Sometimes people don't believe fat meat is greasy, like my grandma would always say. So let's go here and let's go here and all right, and let's go here. Boom. All right, cool. And let's do this. And bam. All right, cool. So unfortunately, whoever didn't do whatever they didn't do, well, it's a members only stream now. So it is what it is. All right. Now let's see here. Can use one. All right, now leave me alone, cuz you know I'm on stream. All right, y'all. So we were talking about week open. I have been talking about the week opening gap for the past couple of weeks, right? And what was important was that, and I did something on purpose just to make a point. So if y'all remember, we was taking little base hits, right? We talked about like taking base hits because the market, how would I say? Because the market was very, very volatile, right? So it was like, yeah, we're gonna take our base hits, we're gonna take our base hits, we're gonna take our base hits, right? So we were taking our base hits, but then remember I was telling y'all last week, I was like, you know what? The 5-0 will lose. It'll lose, right? But as long as you leveraging right, and long as your risk is cool, you still live to trade another day to catch that TP, whatever, that crazy one, right? So it happened, right? So, what did I do wrong? Missed that one by that one. So it happened, right? Let's go here. 1 second, y'all.
Order filled.
All right. Yeah, so it happened, and that crazy run happened. It happened Thursday night, right? So, for everyone who may have been going on a losing streak and not understanding how this strat works, once again, remember I had told y'all, I had gave y'all the game on it, and I told y'all, once again, it's not about me being right. It's about me, telling y'all or explaining to y'all from what I know how this trade works, and why we need to take it every day, right? That was one thing, is why we need to take it every day, why we need to have that particular account with this 5-0. What else? Why we, what was the other thing with this? Why you're always making sure that we're leveraging correctly, right? Why we got to make sure that, like it's cool to take base hits from here and there, right? But now let's look at something realistically. Even if you weren't taking base hits, right? And those trades were going against us, right? We was paying some bills on this, right? Now, if we weren't taking base hits and we was, it was some losses. We was paying some business expenses with the 5-0. But think about when it hit, think about what happened on Thursday night, right? And think about how much we'd have made all that back, right? And pretty much you would have maxed out if you with the 150K flex account, you would have maxed out on your 4,500. If you were funded, then guess what? You just ran up the bag, right? So that is really one of the main reasons why that we need to be taking that trade, this trade, and holding. You know what I'm saying? Especially once we get into funded. Now I understand. Remember, we had talked about this. We had talked about, getting the account passed, right? We talked about that, right? It was like, yeah, let's get the account passed. We get it passed, and once we get into our funded, let's start making sure that we're leveraging properly, right? So we can do what? So we can hold, right? At least hold to something very substantial, right? Even if you're taking, a 1,500, 2,000, whatever. But we always want to make sure that we're not going to miss out on that good run. Now, last week, I was taking the base hits, but honestly, I knew that if it wasn't going to be just kind of looking at what price was doing, how it hit that all-time high and it just started going, right? And I'm like, okay. I was like, I think it might. I had told you, I was like, on Thursday's evening call, I was like, you know what? I think it's going to possibly close this gap. I said, if it don't close this gap by tomorrow, meaning Friday's New York session, it'll probably do it on Monday. But it closed the gap. Now, for anyone that held it, think about it. You know what I'm saying? You got your money. So with what you've been learning about this 5-0, being that we all have been taking it, things that I've shared about it, all of that type stuff, right? How would I say? It's really advantageous to hold this trade. Now, I was taking base hits with y'all, and I was doing it too, you know, and I had said, like, the base hits, I thought the base hits was good because the market was very volatile. But like I said, once we in the funded account, like, we should really, really be leveraging to be able to hold it. You know what I'm saying? Now, it hit TP4, TP5. Now, that might be a good reason to exit the trade, right? If you're in your funded account, right? But as y'all saw, you saw how the 5-0 does, though. You saw how it pulled back, right? It went bearish for a good minute, right? I think it pulled back like TP8, right? Yeah, it did. It pulled back. I think it was like TP8 it pulled back. Yeah, it did. It pulled back around TP8, right before TP9, between TP8 and TP9, because I remember that wick. The wick was like right before, the wick was like, if this was TP9 line, the wick was like right here before it, right? It didn't actually cross it, but it pulled back, it ranged a little bit, right? And then it continued on bearish. So the idea of this strat, like I told y'all, the idea of this strat is to catch the overnight runs. So once we get into funded, there's going to be an opportunity where we're going to be able to catch that. That's going to continuously keep happening. Y'all know, y'all been in the community for a minute, y'all, especially the inner circle, y'all know that TP 10, 15, 20, it happens. And it not all the, I ain't gonna say not all the time. It happens, you know, the 5-0 will go through what it goes through, but then it's going to give you one of those, whether it's going to be a buy or sell, it's going to give you that. That's just the way it is. Now, because we had the weak opening gap, we had a confluence to know that it's going to go do what I told y'all. That's just based on characteristics. So we know that it was coming because of that weak opening gap. Now, it's not always a situation where there's a weak opening gap that we can use as a confluence to know that, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let's, you know, maybe this might be the one that we need to hold, right? So let's just kind of start, you know, being mindful of the fact that when we're taking a 5-0 to just kind of paying attention to everything, right? Because we want to make sure that we don't want to take a base hit on the day that it go TP10, TP15, TP whatever. So we're going to have to start, you know, being mindful of our leverage, as I stated, and the amount and our risk. So this way we can catch that full run. I don't care if we leverage down and we was on 2 micros. Who cares? 2 micros hitting, you know, TP22 or TP20, whatever it hit is, you know, that's still good money. You know what I'm saying? That's still good profits, great profits, not good profits, great profits. So, you know, so with that said, like, I'm feeling it. You know what I mean? Like, I like that idea. Like I told y'all, and then we'll get our day where it's going to run up, right? It's going to run up, and then we're going to be able to do the payout strategy that I told y'all. Once we get the account ran up, then we're going to be doing our what? We're just going to be taking 250. It's going to be base hits at that point. Just get 250, 250, 250, just to get our five trading days in there. Of course, one of them is going to be the day that it runs up if we haven't taken base hits before that. But however many days that we need to get to a payout, those will just be days after the run up. Those will be the days where it'll be just 250 a day. That's all we're trying to get, because we want to make sure that we get to our payout, right? And then boom, then we take, if you can, hopefully you'll be able to take the max, right? You got to have at least 6. Speaking on 150K flex account. I'm speaking from that account. You'll be able, if you have more than 6 bands, you would take $3,000 max payout. You see what I'm saying? And if we caught a good run up, then we'll be able to do that a few times. We'll be able to maybe go 2 or 3 cycles of just doing 5 days of 250, depending on how much we catch a run up. You know what I mean? How much we'll be able to run it up. If we haven't, you know, because that last Thursday night is going to happen again. If y'all, like I said, if y'all traded, y'all know that this happened. So let's just be mindful of that, because that is going to be the strategy on how we're going to take payouts. So moving forward in the funded, when we get to the funded account, I think it'll be very wise to, even if we have to scale down to 2 micros, 3 micros, because our risk is pretty big, and we're not going to take it on minis. Like whatever it is that we need to scale down, 3 micros, 5, whatever it is. Once we do the math, whatever that number is, when we know we're not over leveraging, you know what I mean? We're keeping risk at a good point, right? We're going to, you know, just let it run. Now, if you want to do the runner thing, that's cool too. But if you're going to do a runner, then that runner shouldn't have a TP. That runner needs to just run all day. And if anything, either it's going to run all day and you're going to close out, you're going to exit your trade before the market closes, or it's going to come back and hit your stop loss. So just moving forward, let's make sure that we're mindful of that to make sure that we are doing that, because that's the way that we're going to really truly be able to eat. So just keep that in mind. All right. So we say Steven said, I would like to see a V-shaped recovery. Hey, for real. Hey, Trent, can you see who liked? I cannot. Yeah, I cannot. Yeah, I cannot, unfortunately. Yeah, I cannot. Yep. It's all good though. No biggie. It's a members only stream now because I only need to pass the eval, and the other TPs after TP1 is way more than I need, and I don't want to take profit to increase my profit. I don't want to take profit to increase. Wait. I don't want to take profit to increase my profit limit. Let me see. No. So Trinelli, as long as the only way that your profit limit can increase is if you go over the consistency rule. So you can make more than what's needed as long as it's under the consistency rule. So take profit is not going to increase your profit limit unless you go over the consistency rule. So just keep that in mind. Britt, what's up? When funded, how much can you make a day on TPT? There's no fun. There's no in Take Profit Trader. There's no consistency rule in the funded. Yep, exactly. Thank you, Jerry Jack. Oh, it's greasy for sure. So you saying sky's the limit? Absolutely. After Take K, they move you up to a live account. That's true. But yes, you can make as much. Yep, exactly. Trent, if you have intraday trailing on my funded, do you recommend I trail my stop? Yeah, if you have intraday, yeah. See, that's why I recommend the 150K Lucid Flex. So to answer your question, yes. Because remember, on the intraday, if it goes up 1,000, right? Like let's say you're in profit $1,000, whether you're in a buy or sell, and it comes back down 1,000, and let's say like you're back at break even. That's $1,000 that it's already counting against you. So just keep that in mind. So on intraday, yes, I would recommend trailing. And then the second thing that I would recommend doing, Steven, is getting an account that's going to make sense for this strategy. You got to have room. You don't want intraday. You want end of day. You want it to be able to pull back a couple 100 points like it did on Thursday. Pull back 100 points, 80 points, whatever that is, and then continue on doing its thing, right? So that's what I would say. Absolutely. I appreciate that, Chrissy. One mini had 25. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying, Britt. That's my point. So imagine if you just took it on 5 micros, that would have been 12.5, right? Because 5 micros is half of one mini. So that'd have been 12.5. That'd have been beautiful. So, it's just us keeping all of this in front of us. So we know, you know what I'm saying, that we're going to be good. Can I go over 50% on a sim account? What kind of account do you have? I'm not sure. You got to let me know what kind of account you have, Grace and Focus, and let me know. It's only good to hold if you are funded, not in the eval that has consistency, right? True that. I mean, you can hold in the eval, but to err on the side of caution because we want to pass the eval, right? I would say, okay, it's 2 ways you can do it. Take the base hits like we were, right? Run whatever it is you want to run, your, whatever contracts, or leverage low and hold. So this way, if it does go against you, your account can handle it, right? If you have $4,500 in drawdown. So you can do it either way, Todd. But the way you've been doing it has been good. I mean, I wouldn't change that right now. I really wouldn't change it. What you've been doing has been I think it's good, in my opinion. I think it's like the way to go. I know you're running 2 different accounts, so you're running one account to keep, you're taking profits to keep yourself under your under your consistency rule, and then the other one you're letting it run. That's cool too. I mean, there's a lot of different strategies, but all I'm saying is, even if you're going to take some profit and leave some runners, those runners got to run. Like, let them run. Don't put no TP on them. Let them run, because We want to make sure that that you're able to at least catch that TP10, that TP11, that TP12. And if it gets to that, at that point, if you want to take profit at TP10, I will never going to ever be against that. You done ran it up. I don't even care if it's on 1 micro. You done ran it up. You know what I mean? Or unless either that, or you're going to be like, hey, I'm going to let this 1 micro run all day. But I'm going to be honest with you. If my trade is up TP11, TP12, I mean, it's kind of hard not to take profit there, right, y'all? Let's be realistic. It's really kind of hard. Now, if you're running your live account, that's going to be something totally different. Because in your live account, you go for the gusto in your live account. That's where you always let it run. But you just make sure you leverage properly. So that's what I would say on that. Snehal, my sister, Trent, either you or anyone in your family has any tip to take first payout on 25K of TEF no max loss account? I really appreciate to know your suggestions. Tip to take. When you say any tip, what exactly do you mean, Snehal? When you say any, like, give you a tip on, you mean on a payout strategy? Is that what you're saying? Because I'm not really, I understand what you're saying, but I'm not like sure in what context that you mean. So just let me know. I'm gonna read it again. Any tip to take first payout on 25K of TF no max loss account? I mean, I would just say get above the threshold. Of course, I know this is kind of right. This is like a par statement, my sister, but I would say definitely take, get above the threshold, right? Get to where you need to be. And then with that one, you know, see, it's a little bit different with the TF account, right? Because remember, you still got to stay under your consistency rule, right? Even when you get over your threshold, the consistency rule never goes away. Never, ever goes away. So with that one, you're always going to be capped at taking that amount, right? So let's say what 25K, so that's going to be 300, right? Yeah, so 300, is it 300? Is it 6? I think it's 3. Yeah, I think it's 3. Yeah, it is. It's 300. That's right. It's 300. It's 300. So make it 300, make it 300, make it 300, make it 300. When you feel something that's comfortable enough in the account that you want to take out, you know, then I would say take some profit. But I would say this, when you take profits out of any account, this goes for everyone. When we take profits out of accounts, let's make sure that we're leaving our account above the payout threshold. Don't take out, because I know with take profit, you can do it. I believe also on Lucid too. Yeah, Lucid, you can do it no. I know take profit for sure. Lucid, I got to just do some research. But I know, just keep this in mind. When you take a payout, make sure that you're leaving an account balance in there that's going to make sense, right? You don't want your next trade after you take a payout, the trade goes against you, and now you're below the payout threshold. You know, if you're below a couple $100, that's really no harm, no foul. But just be mindful of, leave something in the account. Leave something in the account. So this way, if the next trade you take right after you take a payout goes against you, at least you'll still be above the threshold if you're leveraging and you're making sure your risk is on point. You know what I'm saying? So just kind of keep that in mind. The 5 micros and then leaving a runner was great. That'll be my strategy. Absolutely. See, that's a good strategy. That's exactly what Todd does. Well, something similar, right? But that's still a good strategy. I think it's a great strategy. You know, if you don't want to hold your whole position, I would never disagree with anyone who wants to trim their position, right? Because that's what you're doing, Jazz Rich. You're trimming your position, right? But you're still in the trade. So I think that's a great strategy. I've been saying that ever since Todd said that. Y'all know that. So I think that's a great strategy. I was wondering how I got in without being a member. Eric AI. Oh God. This guy. Yes, I remember you saying that before. I was dealing with the greed. Oh, got you, Jazz Rich. This is definitely more discipline. Yes, absolutely. Totally agree. Shout out to Jazz Rich. That's what's up. Good stuff. Great stuff. Yeah. All right. So, hey, Eric, I'm so glad you accepted your identity. Hello. Was that for me or my owner, Trent? That wasn't for me. My name is Trent. That was for you. Copy that, sir. Trinelli Nell. Kick rocks. What's good, bro? My brother. My brother in the saddle with us. That's what's up. Getting account configuration invalid on TradeEvade. Anyone knows what this means? Account configuration invalid. Let's look it up. When you have, I'm gonna tell y'all a little cheat code for the ones that don't do this or don't know. Whatever, you can do it a couple ways. Whatever error message you're getting in anything that you're doing these days, you can just throw it in ChatGPT and it'll give you some game. Or you can just Google just copy paste the error and then just put it in Google. And you can either let Gemini hit it. You can put it in Claude, like any one of those, and it'll kick it back. So configuration invalid. Let's see what we get on that. You said that's on TradeEvade. All right, so let's see here. Account configuration invalid. Let's see here. Fix depends. No, we're talking about TradeEvade error. So let me ask you this, Nate. Are you logging into TradeEvade on TradingView? Because I've never heard of before. Not to say that it's not happening. I'm just saying, like, I'm not experienced with that error code. But yeah, I don't know. I'm looking through. I Googled it. I'm looking through right now. I'm not seeing anything at the moment. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm not sure on that one. I actually just Googled it. I'm not actually seeing anything, but I actually Googled it. If maybe you can take the error message and drop it in chat and see what you get. All right. I'm on. Let's see here. I'm on Builder Sim account on my funded futures. Oh, okay. What happens if I hold over 50%? You're in a funded account. I think you're good. I don't think there's, let me look it up. I don't think there's no funded in the 50K. I mean, in my funded, you said you got 50K Sim funded. Yeah. I don't think there's I don't think there is a consistency rule. Let me look it up real quick. Let me look it up. Look it up. Oh, no. Let me look it up. Look it up. All right. So you said you're on a 50K. You're on a builder plan. Got it. All right. Let me go see these rules. All right. Hold on one sec. You're on a builder plan. Oh, got you. So let me see something. So 50K builder plan. Okay. So let me check the rules. Payouts is frequent, pay eligible, trading rules. So let me see what's talking about the funded. Yeah, there is a 50% consistency rule in that. So right, you cannot go over 50%. Grace and focus. I'm reading it right now. Actually, I can jump over there and I can show you. We can just kind of look at it together. But yeah, it says it. Let me move myself out the way. It says it right here. Funded rules, 50%. Funded rules, 50% consistency rule right here. So there's no consistency in the eval. Let me move me out the way. I'm all in the way. Stay right here. So there's no consistency in the eval, as you can see, but there is a consistency in the funded. So I'm gonna tell you, let me give y'all another little tip. Don't buy accounts that have TF is cool. You're gonna have to deal with it somewhere. TF is cool because that's different. You're already paying for a funded account. Don't buy evals that have, if you can help it, depending on the strategy, right? So try not to purchase evals that have consistency rules in their funded accounts. You know what I mean? If you can help it. Now, my TEF, my Apex, they definitely have consistency rules in the funded. It is what it is, right? But I use those two. I use those two accounts specifically different. So with that is cool. But something like my funded futures, I'm gonna tell you the best account for my funded futures, in my opinion, would be the Rapid Plan or the Flex. Yep. You know why? Look at this funded. End of day drawdown. Max position 3 contracts. Who cares? You're not going to be trading more than 3 minis, right? So who cares about that? Consistency rule? None. Scaling rule? Yeah, you don't care about that because no one's scaling. Inactivity rule? 7 calendar days. You got to place a trade at least once a week. You know what I mean? You should be able to take a trade once a week if you have a pretty solid strategy. So just keeping that in mind. And there is no buffer. That's the cool thing about the 50K flex. There's no buffer. And then the payout rules, you just got to have a minimum of 5 days of payout at a $150 profit. And then your minimum payout is 500 and your max request per account is 2 bands. So that's a cool one. The rapid account is also a cool one. Rapid account is cool. Now look at the funded rules. Really hardly any. 5 contracts, 10-to-1 micro scaling. Who cares? No scaling rule, no consistency, no daily drawdown in real time. You know what I'm saying? So this is the only thing that can be a little bit tough about this rapid plan is that the drawdown is in real time. That's like a little kind of way to fool us, right? So basically what that's saying is that is intraday drawdown. They just worded it different. Think about it, drawdown in real time, meaning when you're in the trade, you're in drawdown in real time. So that's the same thing as intraday drawdown. It's drawdown in real time. So if the trade goes up $1,000 and you're in profit and you're holding and it comes back $1,000, now you're $1,000 in drawdown because it's drawdown in real time. So that's one of the things that is not too cool about the rapid plan. The only thing that I don't like about it, that's why I like the flex a lot better, because it's flex. It's more flexibility if you're going to do my funded futures. This is the one that I was eating off of. Flex plan. That's the one I was eating off of. I like that one. That one's cool. So just kind of keep that in mind. All right. So let me get over here. Let's get back to the charts. Let's see here. Yep, absolutely. Yes. It's a Perry trades. It's like that for all prop firms. You go over the consistency rule, it's going to raise up your profit target. And if you go in the eval, if you go over the consistency rule in the funded, then it's going to take you even longer to get to a payout. So it's going to raise up your profit target there as well. So just keep that in mind. All right. So where we at? Live account. I'll just trail. Stop at hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Example: I took this on micros and took 75% of my position with the remainder at the difference to hit my daily max profit on this account. Dope. I like that. That's another good strategy. Another great strategy. That's what's up, Serena. Another great strategy. I believe taking payouts on TF removes the monthly fee. That's correct. No, the monthly fee, I believe, moves when you get to the payout threshold. I believe that's when it goes away. When you hit the payout threshold, there is no subscription. And I'm sure Soy Sizzle will fact check me on that. Like which strategy to take or how much to risk. Oh, got you, my sister Snehal. Okay. What strategies do you trade? That's the thing. I don't know what strategies you trade. I know we're trading the 5-0, but do you trade lazy style? Do you trade scalp style? I would definitely say first find a style that you like and then go with a strategy. Because I could say go with a particular strategy, but if you don't like the style of trading, then it's not going to be, you know what I mean? It's not going to work for you. If it don't fit your personality, if you don't like the strategy, because that can happen too. So I would say definitely, or let me just say it this way. Snehal, tell me what strategies do you trade? What strategies do you trade? Serena said with TEF, you must leave your threshold and 50% over the threshold. You can take 50% of your balance over the threshold. That will leave a cushion above. Absolutely. That's how you do it. Ah, that's right, Britt. I think that might be the answer. Usually when your account is deactivated. Hopefully not. The account's configuration is invalid. Error on TradeEvade usually happens when connecting via TradingView is triggered by incorrect credentials and expired monthly add-on or reaching session max. Got it. So go check your add-on. You might need to go put your add-on back in.
You might need to select the add-on again, because sometimes it'll accidentally go away and you have to go back into TradeGheenyuz, go to the 3 lines all the way to the right. That's application settings. Hit application settings. There's three vertical lines with like some dots on it, all the way to the right of the chart on TradeGheenyuz. You'll have to log into TradeGheenyuz, not TradeGheenyuz on TradingView. Log into TradeGheenyuz by itself. All the way to the right, 3 vertical lines. Select that. That's application settings. Then you'll have a bunch of headings on top. Go to add-ons. Then when you hit add-ons, just make sure that the TradingView add-on is activated. All right. Jerry Jack said, whenever I blew an account and did not have an active one, I will get that message. Got it. The rapid is goaded once you lock in yeah. Once you lock in a trail and drawdown. But the thing is, I don't like trail and drawdown. Trail and drawdown is not a good characteristic of an account. And that's just keeping it real. We don't like intraday drawdown. You know what I mean? We frown our nose up at that. We want end of day. Like seriously, like like it's like that. Thank you. I appreciate it, because I was definitely about to hold. Correct. When you hit the payout threshold, no fee on a TF account. I thought so. Only 5-0, 1 micro, scalp style. So you like scalp style. Okay, cool. That helps me. My sister Sneehall, that helps me a lot. Because you say, I like scalp style. Okay. So I would say go into his resources, right? Scalp God's resources. You know how to get there. And start with the daily strat. Daily strat is a good one. I would start there first. Daily strat, learn that one. 15-minute banger is cool. But with your 25K, definitely the daily strat, but you want to make sure that you're keeping your risk and your leverage. I feel like I got lint in my eyelash. You want to make sure you're keeping your risk and your leverage cool, because remember, you don't want to be taking, large hits in that 25K account, because you don't have that much drawdown, unfortunately, because it's a small account. So moving forward, I recommend doing 50Ks. Moving forward. Do 50Ks. It gives you a little bit more room. It gives you $3,000, a little bit more room. I think on that 50K, what do you got? I mean, on 25K, then you have like $1,500, I think, something like that. It's real small. Now, I make 350 and close, but when I take a loss, I try to make up for it badly. Yeah, try not to do that. Try not to. Remember, we were talking about this last week. Anytime that we pay a business expense, we're not trying to, we can't have it in our mind that we're trying to make it up. If we have in our mind that we're trying to make it up, it's going to cause us to blow our accounts. Just keep that in mind. Once a trade is over, like you're one and done, let's say you're one and done and you're in profit, right? Whatever happened that day is over. The next day is a whole new day. If you one and done and you pay the business expense, same thing. It's over. You're not coming into the market the next day trying to make up losses. We don't make up losses. We don't chase losses. That's really what that is. That's chasing a loss. If you're telling yourself that you have to, or you feel that you have to make something up, there's no makeup. Remember, that's why I call it a business expense. Once you pay the bill is gone, right? Think about it. When you pay bills, we don't ever say, oh, I got to pay my rent. I got to pay this. I got to pay that. I got to make that up. Nah, the bills are paid and you just go on about your day and you're going to just work, get your salary from work. And then the next month the bills come, you're going to pay them again, right? So we don't chase losses. Just keep that in mind. When the account is blown, if you press reset, does it automatically buy you a new account? No. It'll take you through the prompts. Nate. I was like that as well, but it's kind of like revenge trading because exactly, Trinelli, because we're trying to get back what we just lost. Just take the loss and trade another day. Absolutely. Once I did that, trading started clicking for me because my emotions were intact. Absolutely. Is this a 5-minute chop box? Yeah, I mean, if it was a little bit cleaner, right? Remember how we talked about like clean ones? Like clean ones would look something like we want candles that are like all the same size, roughly. I would call this, instead of a chop box, I would call this more of just a 5-minute consolidation area. Because chop box is clean. Like if we had like 5 candles this size right here, where we had bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, and they all were like the same size, then I would say yes. But as you can see, These are very different sizes. They're wicking out different ways. I would just call this a consolidation on the 5-minute Brit. Absolutely. Karate 357, good evening. All right. I think you're on to something. What we say? Oh, Brit? What Brit say? Oh, yeah. She is. She definitely is. One and done. I will work on it. Absolutely. Don't use a 25 TF count on 5. It's way too small if you really want to just do one micro and set TP at 300. Absolutely. Thanks, reset. I think, yep. I would call it more consolidation. Absolutely. Yep. Anybody do anything exciting this weekend? Anybody do anything exciting this weekend? Anyone? Me, nothing. Self-care day on Saturday. Saturday is always my self-care day. Y'all know we talked about that. Self-care day on Saturday. And I don't know, I feel like I got lint on my eye, man. What's happening over here? Jeez. All right, cool. Anybody do anything exciting that they would like to share? But yeah, what? That's fire. Shout out to grandma. Straight up, hit that 80. That's dope. I went to last year, my auntie, my Peruvian auntie, she hit 90. Yeah. If work is considered a Jerry Jackson, hilarious. What'd you say, bro? He said if work is considered exciting, then yeah. Tell us all about it, my guy. That's funny. Mr. Payout, you wild for that. But yeah, man, shout out to grandmother's 80th, man. That's fire, man. That's dope. That is really, really, really cool. That is fire. I love it. But yeah, I have a Peruvian auntie and she hit 90 last year. Yeah, fire too. And she don't even look 90. She ain't old and decrepit either. She dancing, moving around. She ain't got no walker, no cane, no wheelchair. You know, bless her heart. Thank the Lord. Like, she's moving around. You'd be like, that lady is not 90. That lady is 90. You see that lady moving or dancing with everybody, jumping back and forth. Like, yeah, that's dope. Absolutely. Guess I'm in the south of France. Been trading here all week. Kind of like the time difference. You went across the pond on us, Jazz Rich? You went across the pond? I know you was in Mexico, right? Yeah, you was in Mexico, and then you shot to France. Where you at? You said south of France. You in Nice? Are you in Nice? I'm assuming you're in Nice. Jazz Rich. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, Ty. Thank you. Yeah, we had a great time. So we had a second line band there. Like, it was fire. It was fire. It was dope. Had DJ out, the whole nine. Y'all know how we do in New Orleans. We party at the drop of a hat. For real, for you. All you gotta just say is something's happening. Like, oh, I just got my driver's license. Oh, party. It could be anything. We party for anything in New Orleans, for real. Be anything. Be like, man, it could be anything. Like, we party for anything, literally. But yeah, that was definitely some fun stuff. I got some cool video of all of it, so it was dope. But I'm sure y'all had a good time, man. That's what's up. T. Pruitt, my brother, man. Happy early birthday, bro. T. Pruitt said he's going to be 35. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That is fire. Fire. What you doing, T. Pruitt? Anything planned? Anything planned? Anything special planned? That thing almost hit TP1 too. Anything planned, my brother? I would like to know. I'm sure the wifey and I would love to go to France, just having a good old time, right? It's funny too because my Saints play in France my Saints play in France this year. We play the Steelers in October. I've been really considering going. But I look at the packages. It's like 5 bands. I mean that's cool, no big deal. But I'm like, I don't know. I feel like the packages are not. I haven't done it yet, but I said I was gonna do my research myself and like just get my own flight and just look at like getting my own tickets and not doing it through the Saints or doing it through whatever they have. That's what I'm thinking about. I was thinking about what we got. Not really, just hanging with the fan. That's what's up, bro. That's enough, right? T. Pruitt, that's enough. For real, for real. At a celebration of life for my late wife. Oh, with family and friends. I just wanted to check in and hey man, that's what's up, brother. God bless you. God bless her soul, man. That's for real, bro. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Appreciate you checking in, Karai 357, even considering what you're doing, bro. I wouldn't even expect you to check in with something like that, but being that you did, I definitely appreciate that, man. Blessings, man, to you, brother. That's what's up, man. That's really, really cool to be honoring, the missus, even considering, she's looking down upon us, man. That's still cool. She ain't gonna never be forgotten, man. That's blessings. That is a blessing. That's really, really dope. Really, really, truly dope. Q said us Geminis in this thing. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yep, Geminis took it over. It was Tauruses and now it's Geminis. For real, right? For real. That's what's up, man. T. Pruitt. That's dope. Dope. So you are June the 8th. Got it. Oh, let me plug this guy in. All right, cool. What just happened over here? What are you doing? Oh, something clicked? All right, cool. Whatever. All right, what we got? Oh, anytime. Of course, brother. You're most welcome. But yeah, I just want to tell y'all, like, I want to tell y'all that I shout out to all of y'all who have really been staying on top of your leverage, staying on top of your risk, and understanding how to finesse this strategy as well as the market in general. But I just want to say shout out to all of y'all, man. Everybody in here is really, really, truly doing their thing. That's what we want. And think about it. It's just the start of it all. You know what I mean? Oh, that's what's up. Shout out to your husband, Serena. That's what's up. His birthday was yesterday. What'd y'all do? Where'd you take him? What'd you buy him? I want to know. Serena. That's dope. I'm sure y'all had y'all little weekend festivities. I'm sure. That's cool though. But yeah, man, I just want to say, shout out to y'all, man. Everybody who's been finessing the trade, understanding, understanding how and what we need to do to making sure that we're living the trade another day. And I'm so glad. Like, I couldn't say this when I was thinking about starting it. I really truly thought it was needed. But now that we're here, I am so happy to say, like, man, it's like one of the best things one of the best outside of having just the whole Trade Genius live stream in general. Doing this 5 members only stream. I think this is amazing. Dope. It's like we all gonna be in here eating together. I see it. It's gonna happen. I see it. You know what? Let me put on my order block. Let me see something. We got some order blocks at. Yeah, none down here. I didn't think so. Yeah, there's no order blocks down here. They're all up top. Yep. Actually one. Yeah, they're all up top. Yep, because all the big moves was off that sale from Thursday into Friday. All right, let me turn this off. All right, cool. Move that up. All right. So let's see. So that one. All right. And then we got, all right. Cool. So, but yeah, like I said, just want to say that. Oh, you out there? All right, my guy. Have a good night, my brother. Thanks for stopping in. Quiet one this year, Trend. Just us and the kids. My daughter cooked up a storm and we enjoyed each other. That's what's up. That's usually the best times. You and T Pruitt, y'all pretty much doing the same thing. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Sometimes that's, in my opinion, sometimes that's the best. Straight up. Sometimes not always about having to be out, go out for dinner. Sometimes that good cooked meal at home that, got love in it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just chilling, doing y'all thing. That's cool. That's cool. Serena, what'd your daughter cook?
Connection lost.
If you don't mind me asking, what she cook? I would like to know. I might need you to send me a plate. Might. That's why I asked. What she cook? I'm curious. Well, what are we eating in the Edwards household? Chicken for me, pork chop, shrimp, and lobster for the rest of them. Oh, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Good stuff. Nice. Nice. I love it. With TF account was in a negative, now in a positive, but made over the 600. Should I lose to keep 600 to keep within? Yeah, you got to stay within the rules, bro. Yeah, Nate, you got to stay within the rules. You can't let the account go over you. Remember, if you have a consistency rule, you're supposed to be selecting a TP that's going to take you out of the trade to keep you under the consistency rule. Because if not, you're going to have to lose money. You don't want to, you want to keep your account in the best standing. So yeah, yep, yeah. You don't allow that to happen. You know what I mean? Don't allow that to happen. Like you're gonna have to lose some bread, or you could do this too. Put your TP at where it's supposed to be to get you under, and maybe price may come back and take you out, or even your stop loss, because it's in profit now. So probably your stop loss or TP, either one. Your stop loss would be cool too. Actually, the stop loss would be better. Take your stop loss, put your stop loss in profit, Nate, and put your stop loss. You got to do some math. But put your stop loss where it needs to be, to where when price comes, if price does come back down, it'll take you out and you'll be under the consistency rule. You can do that. Basically just doing something like taking this and just sliding it. You got to just figure out what the price point is. I don't know what that is. Only you know what that is, what the price point is, to where, you're making sure that if price, does come back and hit your stop loss, that is going to keep you underneath the threshold. Your consistency rule threshold. Excuse me, not threshold, but your consistency rule. What's an order block? I heard you say it a couple of times. Order blocks are areas. They are, let me show you. They are basically they are areas right before a major momentum move. The candles right before a major momentum move. And let me show you that. Let me show you what I mean. But technical term, just do this. Let's do this, real simple. What are order blocks? What are order blocks in trading? Right here, give you a full breakdown right there. Basically, it's like a base of consolidation before a major move, but it's not just consolidation. It's basically, it'll be it's a particular candlestick. It's a particular candlestick, and I'll show you that. But this will be the easiest way to find out like a bunch of answers for just different things. And I'm not saying don't ask me. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying like you definitely can just look it up real quick and be easy. So let me put this on, and so I can show you order block, so you can kind of get an idea. And you're like, oh, all right. So let's go here. All right. So it's always a candle before a major move. See this candle? But it's particular candle. That's why I like to use this, what is going on here? I like to use this indicator, because indicator is pretty much on point. So here's another one. Here's another one. Let's keep going up. I don't think that, oh, here we go. Let's see here. Yep, here's another one. Yeah, the indicator is right here. The indicator is Order Blocks and Breaker Blocks by Lux Algo. Right here, Order Blocks and Breaker Blocks by Lux Algo. Just put it on your chart. And you ain't got to even worry about trying to find them. It'll find them for you. I'm going to take it off real quick. All right, let me reset my chart. We have a lot of area to reclaim, though. I mean, we fell really, really hard. We have a lot of area to reclaim, meaning price action. He said, I'll take some, we said, I'll take some shrimp and lobster, huh? When I was eating meat, there was this lobster dish it's called Drago's in New Orleans. It's only one Drago's. So if you're ever in New Orleans, you go to Drago's. If you like oysters or you want charbroiled oysters, go to Drago's. And they had this lobster dish where they took, it was a big, huge lobster tail. They took the lobster tail out and they minced it up, but they added shrimp. What else was it? I think shrimp and scallops in it with this sauce, and then they put it all back in the lobster tail shell. Oh my goodness. Fire. I'm talking fire. Fire. That used to be one of my favorite lobster dishes to go get. Was at Drago's. Talking fire. 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 Steam that's right. They steamed the lobster tail, took it out. I ain't gonna say minced it, but pretty much cut it up. Added prawns, shrimp, same thing. I shouldn't say prawns. They added shrimp, gulf shrimp, scallops, bunch of seasonings, this sauce, threw it back in there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, hopefully, pretty soon. Hopefully. I thought it was gonna be passed. That's why I was just looking. I was like, okay. I was looking. So hopefully I get that joint pass. I'm telling you, if when it breaks this right here, you can tell it's flirting with it. Every time it hits it, it gets weak, right? Y'all know every time price hits a level, it gets weak. But once it breaks this, I'm sure it's gonna move it may move really quickly. There's a lot of, if you think about it, y'all, look at all the fair value gaps. Look at all these fair value gaps that will be taken out. All these fair value gaps will be taken out. All of these, they will be taken out. Is it weird that I kind of like the fact that we came all the way back down to 28? Because when I look to the left, now I have something to go off. What? Somebody been to Drago's. Telling you, best char-grilled oysters in the city. People be, Angie, you know what be cracking me up? Angie, people be going to Acme. They be going to Acme like Acme is it. And you know what's so crazy? I be seeing these long lines out of Acme, and I've been to Acme before. They have 3 different locations. I've been to all 3 locations. Ain't none of them ever was good to me. I went to one location. There's one, we call it back of town. It's out the tourist spots. You know what I'm saying? It's not in the French Quarter. There's also one in the French Quarter. Been to that one time, never went back. And then there's another one. I think it's either Kenner or Metairie. And I went there one time. It was like, I'm out. But yeah, Drago's. If you like char-grilled oysters, I'm telling you, that's where to go. I guarantee you, if you go and you get char-grilled oysters at Drago's, you're gonna be hitting me like trend, bro. Like I'm telling you. They give you the bread and that sauce, that garlic butter sauce. I don't even eat meat anymore. I can tell you, whoo, good food. That's some good food. But it cracks me up how people be at Acme because they don't really know. You know, it's a tourist town, right? People be coming in, they just see the long line, and I guess they just think like, oh, it's a long line here, so this must be good. Nah, it's just that a whole bunch of people don't know. Like, go to the end of Poydras, go by the river. Downstairs below the Hilton, go to Drago's, and I'm telling you, you will, every time you visit New Orleans, you're going to go there one of the days. One of the nights, you're going to go there for dinner. And like, their charbroiled oysters are crazy. To me, they're the best in the city, but also, too, they also have other good dishes as well. Like, they have that lobster dish I was talking about right now. That's really, really good as well. But the charbroiled oysters, though, Man, I can still taste them things. And I don't even eat meat no more. Yep. But it is what it is. Damn, you got me drooling over here on the screen. For real, man. Like I said, look, I don't even eat meat, but them char grill oysters, bro. I'm telling you, it's that sauce, bro, and the way they cook them too. It's funny how I don't know if you ever watched them cook. The flame like goes over like it comes over the shell and it like hits the. That's crazy, yo. Let's see here. Yep, all the. Okay, OG. I should have known. That's for real. Everything there is good, so good. All right, let's get back. No, I wouldn't say that it's weird. I'm gonna be honest with you. Pivot point. I don't like when price is at all-time highs. I don't like it. You know why? Because for me, my strategy style, I don't have no targets, and it's hard to trade with at all-time highs, right? It's hard. You have nothing to go off of. You have no confluences up there. If you look left, there's nothing, right? Because it's at all-time highs. So, with that stated, it's just, it's. I mean, it's not weird. I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I don't like it either, but I don't tell myself I don't like it because I never want to put those kinds of things in my brain. But at the end of the day, I would rather, let me say it this way. Instead of saying I don't like it, I would rather price not be at all-time highs. Let me say it that way. Because I always want to make sure that I'm keeping my psychology intact, and I don't want to thwart my psychology, so to speak. But yeah. He said, do that flame example again. V Brewer, you a nut. But I'm telling y'all, that's how it be. Like if this the oyster, right? This mic is an oyster, the flame be. I'm telling you, because that's the other thing I love about Dragos too. You can actually watch them cook your food. Well, not everything, and also too depending on where you're sitting. If you're sitting at the bar, you can pretty much anywhere you're sitting, especially at the bar. If you're sitting at the bar, they got the little high top. You can see the grill you can see the char grill. You can see the char grill. So you can see when they put them on there and they hit it with that butter sauce. Oh my word, Lord Jesus, fire, man. V Brewer, you a nut. TG, quick one. I took NQ, my guy. You can always look right here and you can see NQ. Always look at the ticker. Stephen Brown cracking up. But yeah, right here, Marvin, you can see right here, my brother. Right here in the symbol search. Yep. But that's funny. Yeah, it is. For real, Mr. Payout, it is. That is the one of the reasons why, as I stated, like I would rather price not be at all-time highs. Like, it's cool, it makes all-time highs, right? But when it hangs out there for like it did last week, it's been last week and the week before, right? It's been hanging out at all-time highs for a pretty good amount of time, right? So, yeah. Oh, you know what, y'all? 1 second. I need to take my formula. Y'all know I'm detoxing right now. Hold on 1 sec. All right. Got to take my formula. I'm a little late on it too. It's all good though. No problem. V Brewer, I'm still laughing at you, bro. That's funny. He said, do that flame thing again. All right, let me take my little five, my 5 little pills. Everybody gonna be like, Trent was on stream, popping pills. Popping these detox herbs. I'm gonna show y'all something. Let me go over here and do it in case anybody is interested, because I always like to share, especially stuff like this. Where are we at? Right here. Is that it? Yes, this one. All right. So, if anyone is interested and you want to level up your game, come to Divine Medicinals, and you want to go to products, you want to go to here, and you want to go to FBD cleanse, full body cleanse. I do the capsules. I don't do the extract. Capsules is much more potent than the extract. Come here, and if you hit it, you can go and you can read everything about it. Tells you the formulas. Let me move myself out the way. Tells you about the formulas, everything that they do. I've been doing this detox literally I know this gentleman. He's an herbalist. I met him early 2000s, like 2000, when I meet Dahudi. I met him 2004 or 5. Let me think. No, I met him 2004. Oh, let me move me over a little bit so y'all can see me. Excuse me. I met him 2004. I met him before he had a website, before I had anything. I met him when he was just doing it out of his house, literally. And this brother just gave me so much game on like food and everything. I still was eating meat. But at that time I was only eating like chicken, fish, and ground turkey. But still, now I don't eat meat at all. But yeah, this brother gave me just so much game, man. So knowledgeable. The crazy thing about this guy, his name is Dahudi Ma'atra. Dahudi Ma'atra. Go do some research on him. Like I said, this is the site, Divine Medicinals, full body detox. I guarantee you would probably lose about 20 pounds in 20 days. Just off the detox and just following exactly what this does. And you can look and go do the research on all of this stuff. But like, it's crazy. I actually just took the formula number 5, kidneys, gallbladder, and adrenals. Like, everything is all natural, all herbs that come from Africa, stuff that we ain't never even heard before. You can like do the research on it. But it's crazy. It gives you the whole breakdown of everything. Like, just everything. When to take it, everything. So tells you, just everything. This is just something to just go check out. DivineMedicinals.com. For anybody that want to really, really, how would I say, jumpstart your health, so to speak. He got a bunch of other stuff on there too. But the full body detox, that's the one I do. I've been doing that since 2004. Since 2004, I've been doing it. He recommends doing one every season, 4 seasons, right? Because remember, our bodies are in tune with the earth, so he recommends doing it every season. I do like about 2 a year. Popping pills like he be popping TPs. Hey, that's the same guy, V Brewer. Oh, it's funny you say that, V Brewer. So check this out. So D Herbs is the partner, V Brewer. It's the same guy. Well, let me say this. Same formulas, different guy. So Dahudi went into business with, I don't know the gentleman's name. They end up falling out. It was D Herbs. So I don't know. Some legal stuff went on. The other guy ended up getting D Herbs. So Dahudi was like, all right, forget you. I'm going to go because it's really his joint. It's his stuff. The other guy just partnered with him. Now, this guy partnered with him after he had already had this stuff going. So I don't know what made Dahudi do that, unless I'm thinking maybe it could have been money, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But when I saw that he had a partner, I was like, why? You don't even need no partner. When I saw that, but I was like, hey, I'm gonna mind my business. You know, I don't know. I just, just me, my humble opinion. But yeah, D Herbs, same person. So excuse me, let me say this: same formulas, different person. Now I don't know how the other guys, what he's doing to source his stuff. I'm sure he knows the whole game because they were partners. So I'm sure they got to be sourcing it from the same spot. But yeah, it was definitely D Herbs first. It's funny you even say that. Wow. Yeah, V Brewer, that's what's up. What am I detoxing from? Think about it. TV is toxic, right? Also, like just breathing in stuff. Think about like if you drink out of plastic bottles, you got microplastics in your body. Let's see here. Like I go to vegan restaurants, right? So I just like to detox because most of the stuff, 80% of what I eat is coming out of my kitchen, but I say 75% of what I eat is coming out of my kitchen. 25% is coming from, there's vegan restaurants that I go to and they're good. They're clean, but still, you know what I mean? I still like to detox because we get toxins in our body from all kind of stuff. The air we breathe, just different things like going out to eat. Maybe it could be some food that I got. Maybe it could be some like my own food. Like maybe I got something that, I didn't know that was bad. Like I buy the, y'all seen this, y'all seen like the spring mix and all that stuff that's already cleaned and ready to eat that they have in the containers. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of stuff. That's pretty much like the only thing that I buy that's already pre-prepared. Everything else I prepare myself, but I still like to do my detox. I think it's good for me. Every now and again, I like, I drink. I'm not a drinker, but I do drink. I like my rosé. For my birthday, I drank some sake. You know what I mean? But I don't drink beer. I don't drink regularly. It has to be like something special, like my birthday. If I come to your birthday party, I'm gonna have a drink with you. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, right? So I still like to get my detox in. Plus also too, shout out to Dahudi. Remember this, speaking from the human body, diseases cannot fester in an alkaline environment. They can only fester in an acidic one. Meaning, if we're talking about on the cellular level, right? Your insides, what's going on inside of you. If you're not eating clean, then you don't have an alkaline environment inside of you. Your body is acidic, period. If you're eating meat, and please, it's just information. I'm not telling nobody what to do. It's just information, right? So when you think about everything that's foreign to our body, because honestly, like when you go and do the research, you look at our teeth, you look at a cow's teeth, you look at a horse's teeth, the same, right? You look at a gorilla's teeth, look at a giraffe's teeth, all the same. We don't have sharp teeth because we're not carnivores by nature. By nature, we are herbivores. We eat plants. People don't know that, but I know through time, civilization, our cultures, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been eating meat. It is what it is. I grew up on pork and all of that stuff in the South, right? I used to eat all of that. So when you understand that, then you understand, like anything that is not plants, it's actually truly foreign for your body. If you drink milk, eating sugar, all that stuff that's all foreign objects to the body, literally. I mean, I know that stuff tastes good and all of that stuff, like, all that food does taste good. But at the end of the day, it's not the natural stuff for our body. And also too, like there's people that take vitamins, some people that take, medication for different things, right? Whatever, God forbid, whatever the issue may be. Those are all toxic. That stuff is toxic. Remember, man can never reduplicate nature. All these pills they be trying to push us in, you need vitamins. No, you don't. Get your vitamins from your food. All your vitamin nutrients come from your food. Straight up. Like, you don't have to take that stuff. You know, if you take it, that's your prerogative, that's your choice. That's why we live in the world we live in. We all have choices that we can make. We can be free. We can do whatever we want. No doubt. I'm just talking about this. That's all. And really like I'm just telling you like my ideology, right? So as far as me detoxing, I like to do it like twice a year. I feel that I don't need to do it 4 times a year. Basically because of what you said. Moodinator. Yeah. So I'm just trying to just she said your secret is safe with us. You're funny. He said, man, I'm a carnivore. I don't know what to say, Trent. It's all good, man. You do y'all thing, bro. You know, everybody got their own journey, right? You know, like y'all know where I'm from. Look, being Puerto Rican Cuban, being Puerto Rican Cuban and African American from the South, I've eaten every part of the pig except like the feet, the lips, and the chitlins. The intestines. That's the only stuff that I wouldn't eat. You know what I'm saying? But I've eaten pretty much everything else. No head, no tongue, no nothing like that. But I'm talking about like, you know, pork butt, pork shoulder, bacon, stuff like that. But fish, seafood, I used to eat all of that stuff. Right. Sharp teeth. But yeah, so, you know, it's good. But as I got older, I just evolved. You know what I mean? I understood what was good for us. What's good for us. Meeting Dahudi was like one of the best things in my life. One of the best changing points of my life. Best thing that could have happened for me in my life. Meeting someone who, you know, gave me game. The funny thing is I already had some game when I had my barbershop beauty salon years ago. One of the guys that I hired was a Muslim brother, and he gave me the book How to Eat to Live. So he the one that got me off pork. Like when he gave me that, he's like, nah, leave that pork alone and the beef. I've been off pork and beef for at least 20 plus. Yeah, 20 plus years. I've been off pork and beef. I was just doing fish, chicken, and ground turkey, and of course seafood. Like, you know, when I say fish, like seafood. So trading loose it a little late. You think it's too late to hop back in on the trade? I'm gonna let the community respond to that. Could everybody answer Nate and maybe tell him why? Good, what he's asking. Let's help our brother out. So he has an understanding of what's going on. But yeah, so I just like to just keep my detoxes up, man. I don't know. I really, truly just making sure that I keep an alkaline environment. You know what I'm saying? Period. Just want to make sure I keep an alkaline environment in my body. So twice a year for me is A1. And that's pretty much it. So, excuse me. But I can tell you, it's amazing. It's amazing. Like how I feel when I sleep. I can sleep good, all of that stuff. So it's good. It's good. I gave y'all the website. Check it out. Y'all let them know. Could you guys, could I have a community outreach right now? Could we have a community outreach right now? Nate is in need of a community outreach. He asked a question. He said, trading lucid a little late. You think it's too late to hop back in on the trade? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. So AP Perry said, all right, AP Perry, I would do what R-Dub said. Stephen Brown said it's too late. I agree to that. Chrissy said, no, sir. We take the trade at entry. If you miss entry, you sit out. You can always paper trade to exercise. Second that. Let's see here. If it hits entry before TP1, yes, but if it's TP1, no. No. Then what A Perry Trey said, absolutely correct. That's another good one. Absolutely what Ty said. Oh, got you. I got you, my sister. You know what? I'm just gonna put I'm gonna actually put the entire, what's the name? So it'll take you back to the detox. when you hit the, if you hit the link, it's going to take you to, of course, take you to the website, but then also take you to the actual page of the detox. I put it in there for you, Serena. Serena said too late. Best case scenario, set it up and see if price comes back, but no FOMO here, my love. It's real. Trinelli said, no, my guy, I missed an entry and had to sit back and watch everyone else profit. It's a no for me. Yep. That's discipline. That's discipline. I appreciate y'all answering. That's discipline. Seriously. And shout out to you too, Trinelli. There you go. Cleanse 50 gets 50% off. You know what? I'm probably gonna buy. I didn't even see that, but thanks for that. Thanks for that, Tom. I'm actually gonna buy another one now for the end, towards the end of the year when I take my next one. Yep. Y'all see, this is a 6 month, right? So I took it at the 6 month. Actually, it's gonna be a third one because I did take one the end of December going into January. Yep. So I'll probably take another one around December. Yeah, around December. And then, yeah, too, and then also, too, y'all, like, when I was going to my Saints game, I was eating popcorn, you know, stuff like that. Eating popcorn. What else I ate that I don't normally eat? I think I ate, like, some tortilla chips. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really do corn like that, but I'll eat a couple of tortilla chips here and there. I mean, it's not like it's going to kill me or nothing. But, yeah. So, like, I detox just because I know there's still little things that I do. You know what I mean? That's what's up, Aqua. We don't chase the play. Say 50 code to get the 50% off the detox on the main page. There it is. There it is. There it is. That's what's up, Ta. Good looking. I'm actually going to go and buy me another one, too. Actually, I'm just going to do it right now. Buy me one. Actually, I'll do it when we get off stream. I'll give y'all my undivided attention. Stay here. Stay locked in, Trend. Stay locked in. Come on. Stay locked in, my guy. I'm telling you, if we could break this, I think we may have a nice little something today, y'all. We can break this. We got this 50 that price keeps rejecting off of. And then we got this high right here. So we'll see. Yeah, y'all too. Also, like, I don't drink out of plastic. ADHD hitting hard, huh? Shut your. Oh my goodness, this thing here is too much. Chanel, if you keep up, there's gonna be some curse words in your DM, if you know what I'm saying. My favorite vegetarian dish. And yeah, and I'm glad you said that too, Steven, because I'm not vegan. I tell people I'm not vegan. Vegans don't do animals. I do honey. I will wear a nice Pele leather jacket. Like, I will wear some nice leather belts, buy some nice leather shoes. I am not vegan at all. I am just plant-based. But yeah, so one of my favorite vegetarian dishes would have to be, so there's this place here in LA. It's called Pura Vita, Puravita. It's in West Hollywood. It is a plant-based Italian restaurant. They make, they got so much stuff over there I like. But one of my favorite dishes over there, they make this, it's crab cakes out of jackfruit. I'm telling you, if I gave all of y'all one and didn't tell y'all that it was jackfruit, you wouldn't even question me. You'd be like, wow, that tastes so good. That's meat. I know that was meat I ate. You would say that. I know that was crab. I'm telling you. They got that little thing on lock over there, but that's one of my favorite. For me, let me see. NQ chat on Discord. Yeah, it's been like that too. It's been like that, Nelly Nell. For real. It's been like that. I noticed. Like I told him, we in the vault. That's why. somebody had mentioned that. I was like, somebody said, "Where's everybody? Where's everybody at?" I think it was like last week, and I was like, "We in the vault." Trying to think what else, Steve. What is other one of my other favorite vegetarian dishes? Oh, so I was just looking at it. Oh, there's this place here called Follow Your Heart, right? Four hippie white guys. Shout out to them. I don't know their names, but just shout out to them, man. Shout out to these brothers, man. These dudes was like way ahead of the curve. They started a little small vegetarian vegan grocery store in 1969, right? And that morphed into a nice, huge market now called Follow Your Heart. If you guys ever heard of Veganese, I'm sure a lot of us heard of Veganese. If you go look at the brand, it says Follow Your Heart. That's the people, right? That's the same folks. They're right here in Canoga Park, right here in LA. So if you ever seen Veganese on your like in your supermarket or whatever, and you see that Follow Your Heart on there, that's who I'm talking about. So that expanded from 1969. Like I said, these brothers was way ahead of the curve, man. 4 hippie guys. I don't know, like I said, don't know their names, but there's a picture of them on the wall. So, and they have a restaurant, they have a bakery, and they also have like a nice, probably about a little bit bigger than about the twice as, probably like about twice the size of like a 7-Eleven, about that size supermarket, pretty decent. And in their restaurant, they have this thing called the Nut Burger. And the Nut Burger is amazing. So it is made from walnuts, mushrooms, cashews. Of course, I got, seasonings and stuff like that. So what they do is they put all of that in a food processor. And then they use flaxseed meal with a little water to make like an egg consistency to be able to, bind it. And they make patties out of it. And they put it on the grill, like a regular burger. And I'm talking about, man, I had to do my research on that. V Brewer. I'm going to do my research on that. I think you might be right, though. I think you are right on it. It's all good. Just jump back in. It's all good, Serena. Just jump back in. But yeah, so the Nut Burger is amazing. It comes with, you get like lettuce, tomato, all of that stuff on it, right? But it comes with coleslaw. And I get like a side of avocado. That's one of my favorite little meals also. After we take those basics for our 5 trading days, after we pass the eval, are we going to be gangsta and put more than 1 mini in for a trade? I'm not even answering that. About to treat Trinelli with some tough love on that. I'm not even answering that. Trinelli. Your emoji says it all. Like you already know the answer. That's why you put that emoji like, I'm just playing. Trinelli Nell. Like, come on, I'm at some point it's going to break that. It's going to break that high. Right, Jerry Jack. Right, bro. Like, come on. Like, we ain't even answering that. He said, "Yep." Eric AI, right? This thing here. My bad, Eric AI. I didn't mean to kick you out the stream. I know some people cuss me out. Freaking trend. Right, exactly. Thank you, V Brewer. As if she need any more gangster, right? Like she know better. Right. She said, "Oop, not ever." Like she know the answer to that. That's what bullies do. They start trouble, you guys. Like we know how bullies are. They start trouble. They start trouble when they know they not need to be starting trouble. They start trouble. Right? But she know better. She the funny thing is she know good and well. Oh, did she say it was storming? Oh, in the boonies. Got it. In the boonies. Wow. Serena, what y'all got on y'all ranch? Thank you, Marvin. Appreciate that. Y'all got some animals on your ranch, Serena? That's dope. Oh, she probably disconnected. It's all good. I'll hit her up on the side if she didn't hear me. That's cool. Got a little ranch. That's dope. Hey, you know what, y'all? You know what I think in like the next 10 years I'm gonna purchase? I'm gonna purchase a winery. I think wineries are dope. I'm not even a big wine drinker. Like I got some pretty expensive reds here that if I had like, invited someone over or something that I would share with, break it out for somebody who likes some reds. But I'm not really a big wine drinker, but I will drink wine here and there. But I used to, like do winery tours and stuff like that. I thought like wineries was like super duper like cool. I don't know. I thought like wineries like have a winery, right? Have food there, like like they do. Have music, have music there. I just think wineries are just so chill. Just to like look over the land and just see those rows of vineyards. Super dope. That's something I had talked about that with my cousin. I don't know, it was a long time ago. We had talked about that. But that's something I definitely would like to do. I would definitely love to own a winery. I think that's super cool. Super, super cool. He said, Craighead County, baby. But you can watch the levels and see if it can break the resistance. Get at me, big bro, when you do. Right. Horses. Dope. Dope, Serena. I love horses. Horses, chickens. Okay. Ghosts to come. That's what's up. Serena, I love horses. Like, for real. I love horses. That is so dope. When I was young, when my mother remarried, there was this place. It was called Horse World, and she signed me up for it. I was like a 12, 13, something like that. And when I would come out and visit her on the summers, because I was raised with my pops and my pop's side of the family, I would always go there. I would go there every day. I love that place, man. I would go there every day and ride horses. I love that place. I love horses, man. Like, horses are so dope to me. I love horses. I ain't talking about no donkeys, because a lot of times when we go to like some vacation destinations, they be having donkeys and mules. I'm talking about a horse. But I mean, I love them. All right, we peaking, y'all. We peaking. I missed it too. Y'all saw it was up, right? I could have closed it out. I'm peaking. I don't want to close it out and be below. Boom. Passed that eval.
Order filled.
Eval's passed. All right, cool. So, oh, come on. This thing is so tripping.
Order filled.
All right. What the heck just happened? What the heck? This is so crazy, yo. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, wow. How do you... Unreal. I don't even know how that even happened. That makes no sense. So on my other 4 accounts, I had already ran it up, right? And I had closed those out way before this trade. So I closed this trade out, and then those are just like jumped in a trade, and now it just kind of knocked me back like $300-400. This is the most weirdest thing sometimes. I just don't know sometimes. Sometimes you just don't know. It don't even make any sense.
I was only in on one contract. I mean, I was only in on one account. If that's so ridiculous. All right. Boy. I just don't understand sometimes. I just don't know. It makes no sense. I had those closed. I already know what I got to start doing moving forward. I don't know what's going on. Close me. G didn't close me at. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all, that don't make no sense, man. That makes no sense. Like, come on. All of those was up at least another $300. This one went down even 400. How is that even possible? That makes no sense. How is that even possible? Wow. Yeah. It was up where I wanted them at too. Up. All right, so whatever. So this one is passed. It is what it is. All right, so we got the eval pass. It's passed. So now we're going to be in funded. We'll be in funded on all the accounts now. So, and then we'll just rock. I mean, I'm totally out of everything. Because when I went up like an extra 1,000, well, not extra 1,000, but when I went up 1,000, like, how is that even possible? That makes no sense. All I did was close the trade on that. And how did it fill? How could it fill anything if I just closed it out? Dang, that makes no sense. That makes no sense whatsoever. I don't even understand that. You know what? I'm going to write into them. All right, let's go. Appreciate you, Pivot Point. The owner left the horse to us when we bought the property in March. Oh, dope. Dope, that's dope. Get it? All right, for sure. All right, so got that thing closed. Appreciate y'all. I'm still a week behind, but I'll see. Yeah, absolutely. Close you out at 50. That's all good, Trinelli. We gonna. It's only what, $13. We'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's easy. But that kind of stuff right there is it irks you as much as you make sure. Just makes you just make sure that you just do the best you can, and you just got to deal with the little foolishness as it comes. What can you do? You can't do nothing. No, it happened in Apex NT8. Yeah, like how could it do that? All I did was close that trade out, and it initiated the other four, and then I have no clue. I have no clue. It don't even make sense because it's not like I did anything. Those other accounts weren't even in a trade. I only had literally one account. This one that you see, 66. That was the only one that had been in a trade for the past 20, 30 minutes. But whatever. It is what it is. I ain't about to trip on it. Just gotta move on. All right, y'all. Happened to me too before. Account not followed, and after I closed the trade, it opened on my right. Exactly. It's like how do you open a trade on the unfollowed accounts when it's not even followed? It is what it is. Whatever. I ain't about to sweat it. Accounts are safe. Could always be worse, but that's just horrible. The most crazy. I feel like stuff like that is the most craziest thing, right? Like how are you how are you only in on one account? None of the accounts they're unfollowed. They're not in there, and then you close out, and then bam. Yep. Whatever. It is what it is. Just move on. But you know what? Let me just. Gosh, that's so frustrating. Whatever. This thing is so whack, yo. So whack. Like, how do you initiate a trade and all I did was close out of that? How do you initiate a trade? That makes no sense. All right, so yeah, Jerry Jack, I was looking at that. I was like, I thought for sure, I was like, you know what? Just to give San Antonio credit, I was really like, you know what? They're going to at least get one game, right? They lost the first game. They're going to at least get one game. And then I'll start seeing, I'm like, nah, man, it's too much. It's too much of Jalen Brunson. I'm telling you, too much of him. And you know what? I have been saying 4-3. I thought it was going to go 4-3, but it might be a sweep.
Some of my people were like 4. They were saying 4-2. I was saying 4-3. I gave San Antonio at least that credit, but you lose 2 at home. And then there's something else too, Jerry Jack, that I realized. Wemby, great player. He ain't ready. He ain't ready. He still has to learn what championship pedigree is. Don't get me wrong, great player. Up and coming, he got so much to learn, but he ain't ready. Not now. He still got way more time. 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 He has way more time. So until he gets some more experience up under his belt, then it'll be cool. Yeah, of course. It's definitely the whole team, no doubt. But I'm saying they ain't got no answer for Jalen though. You know what I mean? Because how do we get TPs past 10 trend? I don't think we can. I don't think we can. Yeah, for real, hard dub. But yeah, no doubt, Jerry. They have a great team. I'm not taking anything from anyone else because he's not single-handedly doing it, not at all. But they have no answer for him. You know what I'm saying? They have no answer for him. But yeah, Towns, Hart, Bridges, the backup center coming off the bench with the broke thing in his hand, Mitchell, I believe. Bro, they getting it in, bro. They getting it in. Even was it Alvarado? Or is it Alvarado? Yeah, Jose Alvarado, him. The other dude he's the other point guard that comes off too. I like him. Like, bro, they got a great team. That is can't take away from that. Mitch, there you go. Yep, Mitch. Yes, Mitch. Yes. Man, they got a great team. They got a great team. I got to get. He ain't doing it by himself, but I'm just saying they ain't got no answer for him, man. What I realized just watching them play, is that Jalen he's the I don't know how you want to word it, but like he gets them going. You know what I mean? He gets them going. So it's like I like how they all feed off each other. They got a great team, man. But like I said, they ain't got no answer for Jalen Brunson. He's a dog, bro. That's what I like about him. He's a dog. He's a dog. I like that. He uses his body. I mean, he do a lot with that 6'1" frame. All right, Chrissy, have a good night. Congratulations again on and off the court. Absolutely appreciate you. Have a good night. See you mañana. All right, y'all. We've been on for yeah, that's my point. That's my point. Now you see that's my point. Exactly. He's the heart. Like he gets them going. And I love that. But them boys going like Josh Hart, 2 games ago, that first game, that boy had 15 rebounds. I'm like, that boy's all over the place. Right. I totally agree. Yeah, man. I like his game, man. He a dog. I like his game. His game is unmatched. I like his game. So much. I like his game. I'm gonna hit up Trade and Lucid about how my accounts just initiated and just got in the trade without no order. I'm gonna hit them up and see what I get. I don't expect much because we know how this stuff goes, but I'm gonna hit them up. That made no sense. I should have not have been in a trade, but I'm gonna hit them up because that's just who I am. I'm gonna be proactive and then just see where that goes. Because if they look at my balances, they'll see where my balances was prior to that. And I was only in on one account, but it is what it is. But definitely for sure, Knicks is taking this. Ain't no way that they about to come back and beat them 4 straight. Or not even 4 straight, but win 4 games when there's only 5 games left. Ain't no way. Let me knock on some wood. I mean, they have to take like a catastrophic breakdown. So, but yeah. Well, y'all, let's get up out of here, man. It's been a couple of hours. It's 4:56. And I think everybody did good. A few of us passed some evals. A few of us got some fundeds going. So we doing good. Let's just keep the momentum going every day. Remember, we're going to take this every day, Sunday through Thursday. We're going to be in a vault, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to keep strategizing. And once everyone is in a funded, I hope that'll happen in the next week, 2 at the latest, and all of us are in fundeds, and then we can start strategizing from a funded perspective. And then possibly for some of us, even adding accounts. You think it was the press after losing to the Dodgers? This would be 10 to I feel you. Yeah, it ain't about to happen. Nah, them boys. Nah. Don't get me wrong. San Antonio's a good team. They ain't got nothing for them. Yeah, we all up. That's what's up. It's the hand clap. We all up. I'm gonna throw this one too. We all up. That's dope. We all up. I love it. 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 Everybody up. That's the whole point. Everybody up. Nobody's sinking. Everybody's on. We all on the same page. Everybody knows what they need to be doing. If you ain't passed your eval yet, it's okay. We all still rocking. So we gonna be in here. We all in this together. You will get there. So let me jump back to full screen. All right, y'all. Well, with that said, let's go and get up out of here. I appreciate everybody that jumped on in the Genius Vault tonight. We came, did what we were supposed to do. If you're still in the trade is going the way it's supposed to go. Remember the things that we talked about our risk with this trade, with this strategy, about our leverage with this strategy, and understanding taking base hits, leaving runners, all of that, all of those things. So with that stated, y'all have a great remainder of y'all night. And I'll definitely see y'all first thing in the morning, and again tomorrow night, of course, in the vault. All right. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all as always. And y'all have a great remainder of y'all evening. And Trent is signing off. Oh, shout out to the Edge Fund co-founders, Juvier, Scott God. Without my brothers, we wouldn't be here. And we are signing off. Yay.